PSG 5, Chelsea 2. Selections, individual errors, substitutions. What else went wrong? Just lack of quality in general. Like, we got squad building. It's been poor. Squad building is poor. This is a squad horribly built. For the fourth year in a row, we're on with this issue. We have issues in nearly every area. The midfield's good, but even then, our midfield, Caicedo carries the midfield, and Enzo to a degree. So, barring the midfield, we have a problem in nearly every area of the pitch, right? The wing play is abominable, the defending's terrible, and the goalkeeper issue is still there. And I don't like Sanchez or Jorgensen, but I think this was the worst time to make a goalkeeper change, especially in a game like this. It was the worst time, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, I'll be honest with you. That's why I didn't freak out that much when I saw the lineup. Even all the goals that were scored, I didn't really... I was annoyed, but I'm not an emotionally animated person, so I'm not really one of those people that are gonna jump up and start screaming at the screen and all that stuff. I don't do that. I don't do that. Even if there's a day where I start filming watch-alongs, you're never gonna see me screaming at the camera like, how can we concede that? I'm not an emotionally animated person, so. But I wasn't surprised. At certain points, I turned my eye to the City Madrid game because I just knew what was coming from this game. So the first half was actually good. I thought we were better in the first half, but we didn't make the most of the chances we had. Now the first goal PSG scored, I'll be honest with you, that's just us falling around in our own, in our defensive third, because why am I saying defensive third? That was from us falling around in the box. We should have gotten the ball out there a lot sooner, but we didn't, and then Dembele scores from that. Not so long after that, we get a goal back. Gusto, he gets the equaliser. And to be fair, I'll be honest, I think Reece should have started at right back and Gusto should have been on the bench. Because I still think Reece would have scored that anyway. He would just be in that position to bury that chance. But I don't like Gusto and Reece starting together. I don't like. Just play one of them at right back and put a midfielder in midfield. I don't like this. Maresca did it as well, and I don't want this to be a habit under Rosini. I don't get why we need to see Reece in midfield, because then later on in the game he went into the 10 and then Enzo was on the right wing, and I don't like Enzo being played that high up, because it's just wrong. It's wrong because in those positions you need quicker players there, and Enzo, it's a waste of... He's going to get exposed there, so there's no point in having him play it that high up. What else was wrong? The build-up play was an issue. Jorgensen playing with fire throughout the whole game, playing with fire the whole game. Like, a lot of his passes were risky, and he was taking too long to make a decision, which led to, I'd say, that led to the goals. That led to issues in the second half. Now, at the end of the first half, we conceded again. And to be fair, Palmer should have buried his chance. He should have buried his chance. If he buries his chance, we're 2-1 up and it's looking good for us in half time, then we can maybe make a few changes just to calm things down. But no, Palmer doesn't bury his chance, shoots straight at the goalkeeper. PSG player gets it. Caicedo rushes, and I don't think he should have rushed, because then he left space behind. And Chalobah makes the same mistake, rushes to get the ball. Player skips past him, and now Cucurella is exposed, and him and Fofana are now on their own. And Dembele skins Fofana, gets the second goal, and now we're 2-1 down going into half time. And then in the second half, I'll be honest, we didn't create a lot. We didn't really create a lot of chances in the second half. It was quite stale. I thought the second half was quite stale. Up until we got the goal. We got the second goal. Enzo got the equaliser. And then we were back in the game. But Jorgensen, again, taking too long to make a pass, eventually makes a pass, but then I think it was Barcola who got the deflection. Then eventually it gets to Vitinha, chips it over, and it's the third goal. Kvaratskhelia, I think he came on before that goal was scored, and he scores an absolute blinder. And then just add insult to injury, by the way, PSG get the fifth. He gets the fifth goal. And that's the end of the tie. I mean, the tie was over when Kvaratskhelia scored the fourth goal, but the fifth one was just insult to injury. So, and the substitutions didn't help. They didn't help. Like, not only on one hand, I was thinking, why are we taking too long to make substitutions? But then I look at the bench and I'm like, well, what options are there? There's Mark Hughes, there's Delap. Delap came on, he didn't do anything. And when the subs were made, we brought on Delap. We took off João Pedro, we took off Palmer. And although they weren't at their best today, we were better off keeping them on. And I don't say that in hindsight, just mean in general. That taking those two off was a bad decision, because that's where we collapsed right after they went off. Like, taking those two off was a horrible decision. And bringing on Garnacho didn't make a difference. Lavia came on. He was, I mean, to be fair, there wasn't enough time with Lavia on the pitch to decide whether or not he had a great game. He did one good thing. He helped progress the ball centrally. That was fine, but he didn't do a lot. But he came on when there was like 5 minutes left of the game. There wasn't enough time to decide or determine what impact he really had. But the game was over. The game was over anyway. So the tie is done, and all I could say now is just focus on getting top four and make sure we get to the final of the FA Cup. Because I know we're definitely going to play Arsenal again, and I'm not really fussed about playing Arsenal again. Just beat them. Like we need to get top four, and we need to win the FA Cup. If we don't win the FA Cup, then I can confirm that this season has been an absolute failure, abject failure, without question.